Hello, this is Scott and this is a Hype Report. Today's report is sponsored by the free book Ramblings of a Madman. Here are the quotes for various items. First, attorney-client privilege. In a U.S. tax court decision, a person may, under certain circumstances, forfeit the afforded attorney-client privilege. Even though this has taken place in the tax court, if this is allowed to stand, this is a very real slippery slope to the end of the attorney-client privilege in the country. Next, IRS tracking. The IRS and other U.S. agencies awarded $450,000 in contracts to a license plate tracking company before Homeland Insecurity dropped a similar plan after it was made public. Could the IRS have been preparing for the day when people would be taxed by the mile? Next, 1 week. A new Gallup poll reveals that 14% of Americans could not last 1 week if they lost their jobs. In addition, 29% could not last a month and 26% could only last up to 4 months. Only 17% could last up to 1 year. This is another reason to get out of debt and have multiple sources of income. Next, 18 welfare and disability stats. Here are a few. 1. The U.S. government spent $3.7 trillion on welfare programs in the last 5 years. 2. In 1968, there were 61 full-time workers for every American on disability. Today, it is just 13. 3. 43% of immigrants that have been in the U.S. for 20 years are still on welfare. Next, vote fraud. Based on a North Carolina study, national voter fraud numbers in 2012 may have reached over 1 million. Needless to say, this large number impacts who wins and who loses in many elections. Based on this, is it any wonder that some elected officials are absolutely terrified about the idea of voter ID? Next, BLM Atrocities. Obama is rewarding the BLM for their apparent horrific atrocities against cattle in Nevada by proposing $1.1 billion for fiscal 2015. From shooting and allowing the cattle to die from dehydration and stress to digging mass graves, this sounds familiar. Next, protect our children. Obama's advisor on Homeland Insecurity is urging parents to watch their children carefully. If their children are confrontational, it may indicate that they will become terrorists. If anything, this example makes it clear how Obama and his cabal think of others. Also, in regards to protecting children, South Carolina is the latest state to give the one-finger salute to the Common Core agenda. Finally, please prepare now for the escalating economic and social unrest. Good day.